These are the oldest film clips I could find in this box of old 8mm films. We'll take some more. We'll get some more of these out and get them digitalized and get them on a different video altogether, I think, depending on what I come up with. Just stay with me through this one. It gets a little better towards the end. Not much to see right here, just some qualifying, and some, I didn't get a good film of the crash. That's a shame. But towards the end, we've got some motorcycle racing. We've got some more Beech Bend stuff, I think. I'll probably put that on a different video, so just bear with us. Thank you. And by the way, while I've got this time, please like and subscribe to this channel if you would. Helps us to get this stuff together. It takes a lot of time to do it, and hopefully I can come up with some more really good stuff. So please like and subscribe. Thank you. And while you're at it, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this. If you got questions, anything you want to ask about it, just leave a comment and I'll try to get back with you, see if we can answer them. And take note that these are slowed down a little bit because 8mm is so fast you can't hardly watch them. Thank you. It seems all these fellas had nicknames back in those days at the racetrack, and the reason everybody called my uncle Pappy was he was about 42 years old and everybody else was still in their 20s, so he was the old man at the racetrack. Picked up the name Pappy. I want to give a shout out to the Williams family for this Pickin' Chicken sponsorship. Mr. Bill Williams, Spivvy Williams' dad, helped us with this car during these challenging times. And later on in the years, they also sponsored me at the Mint 400 in my motorcycle racing adventures. So give a big shout out to that family. We loved them a lot. Sorry they're gone. Were taken with an 8mm camera, and Dad shot most of the films except when he was racing, and then he would turn the camera over to me or maybe my mom up in the grandstand, and we would shoot him until he got through with that race, and then he'd take over and do some filming later. This was all at Beech Bend prior to Charlie Garvin building the figure 8 track at this same location, but we'll get into those movies later. That is, if I can find those other movies. I'm not sure how many more of these I can dig out and have digitalized and try to get them on here. And during this era, maybe this year, possibly the next year, the track owner, Charlie Garvin, decided to add a go-kart track in the middle of this 3/8 mile stock car track. And in that era, we were building a lot of stock cars and wrecking them every week, but I think my grandmother bought me a yard cart, a go-kart, real cheap go-kart. And during this time that they were racing go-karts, I was going to the track with my dad and watching these guys with the better built go-karts, twin engine this, twin engine that. And one of his friends who he raced with offered to let me drive one of those go-karts without two engines. They just take a chain off of one engine. And I raced it there at that little go-kart track at Beech Bend, and I won the race. But the only thing I have to verify that is a little trophy sitting on the shelf at home with a go-kart on it. So that's the total story of my go-kart racing career. And speaking of being raised in this atmosphere with these rednecks and growing up kind of on the wrong side, I'll show you a few pictures of what else we used to do on the weekends when we wasn't racing. These are some films of my dad and his lifelong buddy Red Nunn, and they just happened to be training some roosters. You can imagine why. But in those days, we did a lot of that. Tennessee, Kentucky seemed to be pretty famous for that sort of thing, and we did our share of it. Pretty cool being raised with these guys. There was no limits to what they would or would not do. Now, I'm sure you're wondering why there's so many junky-looking jalopies in the backyard. Well, I'm going to give you a short story here. A fellow named Charlie Garvin that owned the Beech Bend Raceway, he was always coming up with something new, some kind of a gimmick to get more and more people out there, and he was very good at it. In this era, he came up with a $100 claimer rule. So all the cars, any car on the track at any time could be bought for $100 by anybody. A competitor, somebody out of the stands, it didn't matter. $100 would buy any car. So therefore, the drivers and builders couldn't really build a very good car. They could cheat it up as much as they wanted to, make it as fast as they wanted to, but if they won a lot of races, somebody was going to buy that car. So to avoid this, we tried a few things. My dad was pretty creative. He came up with an idea of putting a oil can under the hood of that white number 46 car right there. He won a lot of races with that car. But just before the race would end, he would turn on a little valve under the dash that emptied some oil onto the exhaust manifold, which made it smoke like crazy. Well, nobody would buy a car thinking it was about to blow up. So we won a lot of races with that car before he finally destroyed it.
When the night falls, I feel so cold. Without you here, my heart feels so alone. I see your face in every little star, wishing you were closer, but you're still so far. Every moment, every beat of my heart.